Or tasks on board a sailing boat, especially during the 19th, 18th, 17th centuries. Sailors on American sailing songs during this period of time would spend months at sea, and while they worked on these ships, they would sing sea chanties to help them maintain time among their group. What I mean by that is, by singing the sea chanties, the sailors were able to coordinate their physical movements, like hauling ropes and raising sails, because they had to do these large ships. They had to do these in groups, and they all had to be at the same time. So that's where the sea chanty came from. And the sea chanty also relieved the boredom of long, repetitive tasks, giving something that, of course, they would make up words. I'm sure some of the words we couldn't use tonight. But the four sea shanties you're going to hear: Hornet and Peacock, Lowlands, What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor, and Rio Grande. This is called Fantasy on American Sailing Songs. Now from the skies. Our next selection, called Afterburn, depicts the excitement and exuberant feeling of flight. Piece that proudly depicts and reflects the significance of Long Island's rich history and culture. So we got a bonus out of that. To explain more about the music, I'd like to at this time introduce our associate conductor and our composer artist for the season, Mr. Bradley Hartman.
Good evening, everybody. The first piece that we're going to do, as Bill mentioned, this was actually the first piece I had ever written for band. I was in college, and it's a composition that was dedicated to the memory of two people that were very, very close to my heart and still are. It was also the very first time that I had worked with the community band. So the group that you see behind me right now, many of them did the premiere with me, and their names are on the program, or on the score signed, which is a really neat thing. The first person that this piece was written about was one of my mentors in college. His name is Joseph Sugar. Those of you that are familiar with NYSSMA, you have Joseph Sugar to thank. He pretty much created NYSSMA. He was one of the most influential advocates for music education, and when I was doing my undergrad at Post, almost every Monday afternoon, I would sit in the student lounge and I'd listen to him, his stories, his advice, and the legend that he created that was music education in New York State. I became his undergrad assistant, helping him out with his brass men's classes, and I tried to absorb as much as I could. And when I was student teaching, I received a phone call on Sunday, November 1st, that Professor Sugar had passed away. He was like a grandfather to everybody at what's now known as LIU Post, and he was a very special mentor to me. And he's certainly missed, especially in today's world with music education. The second person that this piece was in memory of was my grandfather. He had passed away about a month after Professor Sugar. My grandfather was a man of very few words, but a huge heart.